Alright guys, so welcome back to another one here. We're doing some beaver trapping today. Got some nuisance beaver here that we're trying to get out. So walking along, this is more of a eradication situation here. Normally you guys hear me talk, I like to leave some of the beavers, but these are nuisance beavers causing an issue to the landowners, trees and everything. So we're trying to take them out. So anyway, show you what I got here. Right here I've got a castor mound set made. It snowed last night, but you can see there was some traffic over it. There's a lot going on to it. You can see a coon's been all over it too at some point. The trap is gone, so maybe we actually have a coon, but that looks like beaver there. So anyway, he's somewhere down there on the end of that drownder. So let me set you guys up and then we'll see what's at the bottom of that drownder. All right, so let me get my gloves on here because that water is cold today now. See what we got here. Like I said, I got a lot of coon sign on the castor mound, but there are beaver tracks, so hopefully we got the beaver before the coon. If I can find my cable here. Where is my cable? There's my cable. Hold it pretty tight. See what we got here. And we got him. Got beaver. Not a very big one. Not a very big one at all. So anyway, I was hoping for the big ones. I set this, you know, there's a castor mound, a natural one just right down the way. So definitely some bigger ones in there. You know, this is a little bitty guy here, maybe 16 pounds or so. So we'll go ahead and get this reset, MB750, and hopefully we'll catch another one. All right, so we're down the way, checking another set here. There's just a little cut off the main bank here. It just looked like a nice place for a castor mound set. You can see I've got my castor mound set. The castor's still there. I got a little peeled stick for eye appeal. And there was a trap there and it's now gone. So let's see what's at the end of this one this time. There's the cable. Let's see here. Oh, what do we have here? I see a flat tail. There we go. Another beaver. Man, I was really hoping for the big ones, but we've got a small one, this here medium-sized one, and then that real big one. So there's another big one definitely here, and that's what we're after. But like I said, we're taking everything out of here. These are very destructive. So once again here, as you guys have seen, I always try to target the front foot, just so I can drown them quicker. But you can see these real steep banks that I'm dealing with. These beavers, they're walking, you know, you can see there's probably 8 or 10 inches. So all 3 of the beavers been back foot catch, and that's because they're crawling up, you know, on a shallow sloping bank. You know, I can normally get them front foot, but I'm taking them any way I can get them. That's why I set for front foot, because if you miss them with the front, you still got the back foot. So obviously he wasn't going nowhere in that MB750, and like I said, the set is completely untouched. You can tell he ran up on it, got caught, went out to deep water, drowned. So this is good. This is good. We've got nothing to remake. We'll just take this trap out, reset it, and be about our way. Man, I always want to try to, I can take them MBs off if I don't have gloves on, but if I have gloves on, I always end up pinching the gloves and putting a hole in it. So just gonna go ahead and do it with setters and just be done with it. Alright, go ahead and reset that big old trap. I can smell the castor either coming out of that beaver or still coming off my set. But Either way, it's a good thing. Alright, so I'm running 10 feet of cable to the drowner. I've got a cam lock that goes one way, obviously. So nothing to it. Bring that trap down to night latch. I'm running like a little heavier than 3 pounds of tension, so I'm just gonna put that trap right back there where he's just got to step on it if he's gonna come up. And simple as that, guys. It's super deep right here, so send that trap out to deep water. Cable's nice and tight. Make sure our trap didn't move. It didn't. We are on our way. All right, so moving down the line here, and got a live one. You know, I use about 24 to 25 pounds of steel as my drowner, and every so once in a while you'll get a big beaver that'll pull that drowner weight up, and that's what we got here. I've only had it happen. I think this is only the second or third time ever that I've had it happen, but you know, whatever. Normally I like to drown him. I just saw this dude was on he's caught by his back foot. Probably if he was caught by his front foot, he would have ran down and drowned in deep water, but it is what it is. I'll show him to you here, and then we're gonna get him taken care of real quick like. But anyway, there he is right there. That is a stud of a beaver anyway. You know, that's well over 50 pounds. Looks like a 55-gallon drum sitting there. So anyway, I'm gonna get him taken care of, and then I'll pull him up and show him to you. Alright, so the old Air Force there, it took care of that old beaver. So we're gonna go ahead and pull him up, and then here's the caster mount. This is the caster. This is the original caster mount. He didn't really tear it all up, but one thing I am gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna pull the set and redrive the pogo, just to make sure. You know, there's a lot of pull on that pogo. Obviously it held just fine, but I want to just make sure. So anyway, oh boy, that is why that beaver pulled that drowner weight. That is a big beaver. He's maybe 60. I mean, that is a big old boy there now. It's a good one, you know. So anyway, you can see just a perfect, that MB750 had his whole foot in the trap, so it wasn't getting out. Just a perfect catch. That's why you use big trap. But anyway, we'll go ahead and pull that anchor. And we're going to redrive it again. Go. Take this trap off of him. anchor broke loose. That's what happened. My dang anchor broke loose, guys. Alright, so under closer inspection what actually happened is the S-hook that I had holding my anchor weight, it had came loose. There's no weight on the end of it. So maybe whenever it got pulled down it opened up or something. So you know, just something that happens. I've got some more weights there, so we'll put a new weight on it, reset the trap. But yeah, that's what happened. Oh, so that's why you always got to stake for something bigger. Like I said, that S-hook's opened right up, and this is similar to what I had. Big tie plate. That's a first for me, guys. That's a first for me. I've never had that happen. That S-hook open up like that. So. Anyway, there's that. Should put my gloves back on. Alright, rebait that dude to a little caster. We're good to go. Trap remade. Alright, so we got another live one here. This pond that I'm trapping is just so shallow, it's just hard to get them to drown. But yeah, anyway, nice big beaver again. That's another good one. Taking the big ones out. Got him by the front foot there. You can see he drug that big weight up on the bank, but still got him good by that MB 750. We'll go ahead and get him taken care of real quick, and then we'll have a little better look at him. All right, so there's that beaver there. You can see nice big beaver there. Probably in the high 40s, low 50s. Yeah, held real good in the MB 750 there. Even though he did drag that big grounder up on land. Like I said, so that's what I'm using for a grounder. That's a 25-pound flat plate, and usually they do real good in this soft mud because they just dig right in. But you know, so be it. Still held them. That's why we stake real good with that 2-inch pogo on the other end. So anyway, nice big beaver. So get him taken out of this trap. I'm pulling today, and that's good. Glad we got the big ones. All right, so coming up to another set here, you can see we've got another beaver in it. Caster mount set, of course. Smaller beaver, but you know that's what's in here. We're taking everything. So yeah, you can see there's ice all the way around it here. There's ice. There's about 3/8 inch of ice everywhere. You can see that beaver's he's actually encased in ice. And all my sets are, this is pretty thin ice compared to what it has been, but all my sets are, there you can see, nice back foot catch though. Oh, he never even made it all the way to the end of the grounder. He just sat there. Never even made it all the way to the end of the grounder, guys. Of course, it's a little bitty beaver, but you know, good foot. It's actually both back feet are in that trap. That's what we want to see. He just couldn't go nowhere. But anyway, you can see all this ice. There's 3/8 inch of ice everywhere, and I'm just gonna pull. There's no sense in setting whenever everything is covered in ice. You're giving the beavers the opportunity to come mess with your set, potentially get snapped. It's just not a good thing. So I'd just rather get out of here. If it thaws back out, I can come back in, but I would rather do that than than take a chance at having a beaver potentially swim underneath, trip the trap, get smart, whatever. So anyway, that's just my decision. All caster mounds, working pretty good. A lot of young beaver, still getting the big ones though, so that's always good. There we go. All right, pack them back. All right, so we made it back to the first shed. So before we wrap this video up here, I'm gonna go ahead and weigh a couple of these beavers here before I skin them. And you know, I kind of like to keep track of the weight and stuff. I think my biggest one was 76 pounds. I caught it a good number of years ago. These are not going to be anywhere near that. I'm saying these are going to be somewhere in the mid 50s, 50 to 60 pound range. You know, just kind of judging. So anyway, I've got the scale and a choker chain on the foot of one. We'll hang them up here on my clamp. Then we'll do the same. But let me. Okay, we got the scale. Come on, zero out. Okay, so we got the scale zeroed out. I got a choker chain on it. Let's see here. Oh, there he is. All right, so he's free swinging. What's he gonna come in at? So the scale locked. I don't know if you guys can see that. Zoom in. Scale locked 55.33. So yeah, pretty close actually. Pretty close to what I figured. So 55 pounds. That's still a very respectable, you know, that's definitely a super blanket. So I've got the one more here. I think this was the bigger one, but we'll weigh the other one real quick. Let me see here. Take him off. And I'll grab that other one. Oh, I think they're going to be really close in weight, actually. They were definitely the two big ones out of the house. So zero that scale out. Let's see what he weighs. I think they're going to be very close. It's free swinging. Stop swinging. Let the scale. The scale will lock. There we go. 52. You guys see that? 52.02. So they're within 3 pounds of each other. So yeah, pretty good. Pretty good beavers there. The other ones are, like I said, are a little smaller. But anyway, that's beaver trapping. Like I said, as many of you guys seen, we had a little bit of an issue with the beavers pulling the drowner weights up, and you know, a lot of that was I just could not get out into deep enough water. You know, I say you can drown a beaver in knee-deep water with a front foot catch, and I've done that literally hundreds of times. However, whenever you get him by the back foot, obviously a big critter like this, you know, he's almost 3 foot long anyway. He can stay above the water, back foot catch, and those banks were just so steep that what was happening was those beavers, I think they were hitting that steep ledge, and that's why I was getting them by the back foot. Obviously, no problem. I have no problem catching them by the back foot. That's why I set for front foot. If you set for the front foot and you catch them and you miss them by the front foot, you got the opportunity to catch them by the back foot. So everything worked out perfect. That's why I use those big MB750s, a big trap. You know, they'll take they'll be able to catch these big critters by the back foot. You know, you may have a little bit of an issue if you use a smaller trap and you end up with a smaller, or a back foot catch. So I'm not disappointed at all. Obviously, that's like I said. Steak for an elephant. So I mean, I'm running cable for those of you who don't know. So my setup is I've got 10 to 12 feet of 3/32 cable with a cam lock on it. That's my slide, and then I'm running a 2-inch pogo at the end of it. So that 2-inch pogo will hold, just about anything. It's what I use I used for coyotes for a long time. It'll definitely hold this beaver, no problem. Especially whenever he's got 1 foot caught. He just can't. Scale shut off. He just can't get enough. Enough pull. So anyway, I've got no problem with it. Obviously, I'd like to drown them, but at the same time, this was kind of a special situation. I'm not going to make up 20 feet of cable to try to get out to deep water. I'm just not going to do it. And I know a lot of you guys will probably suggest drowning rods and everything else. Like I said, I've trapped hundreds and hundreds of beavers in my life. And, I've never really had a problem with my cable system. So this won't stop me from using it, just a little special circumstance. Like I said, we were in this shallow pond trying to eradicate the beavers, and that's what we did. We pulled 5 of them out of there. I'm pretty sure that's what we had. We had these 2 big ones, which would be the,
you know, the dominant pair, and then we caught 3 smaller ones. So what is your deal? 3 smaller ones. So yeah, I'm pretty confident in the fact that that I got all the beavers out of that particular pond. We'll see come springtime, you know, if they start seeing more chewings and sign, we'll definitely go in there and try again. But I think that was the whole family. We got them out of there in 2 good checks before the ice got us. So I'm very happy with that. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys may have learned something. As you guys saw, I used all caster mount sets but one. I had one 330 set in a channel. It did not catch. If I'm going in and trapping the beavers, I normally will try for caster mount sets. That is a set that is super productive, and it doesn't really give the ability, you know, if you set a channel with a 330, if you set a caster mount with a 330, if you've got some real stupid beavers, yes, but if you can educate them real easy. So that's why I go with the caster mount sets. There's no other reason why I use those sets other than I have a lot of confidence in them, and they do work. So like I said, there's hundreds of different ways to trap them beavers, but you know, a caster mount set with an MB750 put in front of it is just a deadly, deadly combination. So anyway, I'm gonna quit rambling, you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. I've got some work here to do, getting all these skinned and boarded. We're gonna do some videos on that as well. So anyway, stay tuned for that. I'm gonna leave you guys to it. As always, y'all, I appreciate the view. If you guys enjoyed the video, do me a favor, hit that thumbs up. Definitely leave a comment below. I love reading them, and we'll see y'all in the next video.